legitimacy on two fronts. On the real front, which is the people themselves, so we go back to the grassroots, we work with them, we try to mobilize new protests.
Too fast.
Okay, go ahead.
The two fronts. The first front will be the real front, right?
Sorry?
You said you'll fight this illegitimacy on two fronts.
Yes.
The first front will be...
Sorry.
You were saying you will fight this illegitimacy on two fronts.
Yes, on the legal and constitutional front. So, it's unconstitutional, it's illegal. There's no part in the Egyptian ratified constitution that allows the military to do so. So, even from a very legal standpoint of view, this is entirely bullying the scene. And the second and main front is going back to the people. The people that elected this president, the people that chose the democratic role rather than any other. The people that you have here in this protest are not just pro-Morsi supporters. Some of them are anti-Morsi because they don't like the president's achievements or performance. But they're not willing to risk a military coup. They're sticking to the democratic process. Even the democratic process to end the presidential term would have been possible through a parliament that can impeach him. But it would have been a democratic process.
Is there any possibility at all of violence here?
Violence is two parts confronting one another in a fight. That's not happening here. What's happening is that we've become the punching bag of the rest of the military and the police. We're taking it as we go along. They're burning our offices, they're attacking our protesters, now in police uniform apparently, and with state-issued ammunition and guns. But we're not retaliating. We only have security and order committees at our protest with construction helmets and wooden sticks. They're not going to stand in front of bullets, but they can deter a few thugs at least.
So you're punching back the police and the army, you say?
Yeah.
One person I spoke to said that there's a lot of young men, Brotherhood supporters, who have fighting experience. They fought in Kosovo, they fought in Bosnia-Herzegovina, but they're waiting for a signal from the leadership.
I didn't get the first part.
He said that one of the Muslim Brotherhood supporters said to me that there were many young men within the Brotherhood, supporting the Brotherhood, who have fighting experience, who have fought in Kosovo, have fought in Bosnia-Herzegovina, Chechnya.
Yeah.
So we're basically waiting for a lead from our leadership.
That's a bit too dramatic, I think. There are indeed members of other groups, and even I argue even members of such a Muslim Brotherhood that have had such experiences in such countries. But the Brotherhood is a very disciplined organization, and they're sticking to peaceful means and non-violent actions, regardless of all consequences. At the end of the day, we've been at this for 86 years. Not once across that time did we ever even lift a stone at a police officer coming to arrest us. We didn't flee the country when we had travel bans on our heads. This is what we do. We fight in this country till the end, and by non-violent means. That being said, under normal circumstances, are we going to be stupid or naive enough to trust the police force or the armed forces that they're going to police our protests or protect them? We have seen evidence of that, continued evidence of that across the past year. Most of the time, the attacking thugs, even yesterday, the attacking thugs that attacked the police protest in Rabaa, they came through the military checkpoints. How did they carry their weapons through? Why weren't they frisked and their weapons removed?
So you're not going to be naive enough to allow the police to protest. How do you stop the police from protest?
Well, we have security committees. The only thing they have is construction helmets and wooden sticks. Is that going to deter a few thugs? Yes. Is that going to stop bullets? Of course not, but that's the price we're paying. And we're all here. It's not just the lowest grassroots of the organization. The entire board of the Muslim Brotherhood that has not been arrested, is not missing, is here. Is in the tents of these protests.
Well, that's another interesting question. Given the number of people that have arrested so far, are you fearful they may come to this city, this tent city, and arrest the remainder?
I think at the end of the day, it's the same situation. The people's will is the military's will. might. And I don't think in the 21st century the military's might can really win the people's wars. Because it's not just one people, it's an interconnected global village that are supporting values of democracy, of freedom, and of the right for the people to choose whoever they want, even if that leader has certain inefficiencies or difficulties in leadership. If they want to change him, they will change him by the democratic means, not by a military coup. A military coup that installs and forces someone into